Okay.
Good morning, JICA Coral Reef students. So I'm going to present right now my action plan or my proposal or my project on coral reef rehabilitation using coral transplantation. So basically the objective of this project is to rehabilitate degraded coral reef areas in the Philippines, particularly in the Bicol region. So what we need right now is you have to have at least a donor coral head. For instance, I've chose this one, the Poeciliopoda verrucosa. We also need to have a settling substrate. We call this in the Philippines the Mactan stone, simply made up of calcareous limestone. We also need some rubber bands for the settling substrate and for the labels and tags. We also need any labeling material that all the data will be placed on this one. We also need to have a measuring device, simply a ruler, and we also need to have at least a simple pounding material for the fragmentation of this coral head. So once you've chosen a matured coral head, you need to quantify at least 10% of this matured coral head to become its own independent fragmented coral head. So basically, how to fragment or to break up this coral head is simply use a pounding material, and you pound it on the underside so that you will not damage the coral polyps. So for instance, it's already been detached. So if I'm going to pound it this one, this will simply break off from its mother colony. So now you will now have an own and independent transplanted coral head. So you need to immediately attach this to the settling substrate, okay, and then you need to tie this with a rubber band, or you could use any tying material, for instance like tie wire, plastic cables, okay. So now it's now firmly attached. So the purpose of this, so that the coral polyps underside facing the Mactan stone will eventually become the basal disc. So basal disc is very important because that will be the indicator of the start of a coral growth. So we expect that the growth of this coral head is going upwards and sidewards. So after this one, you need to have at least a label for this independent transplanted coral. So basically, on this side, the back side, you need to indicate the batch number and the date of the fragmentation. After you place all the data in here, you need to attach this label to its own substrate. So basically it looks like this one. So once you have this, you're now gonna need to measure the morphometric measurements of this coral. So basically you need to measure the length, the height, and the width of this coral head. So that will become your benchmark data. After you're done everything, you will now going to test this fragmented corals to a testing substrate. So what we have in this study is we're going to use the extended substrate. The other method is we're going to use the earth substrate, and the other method is going to use a natural substrate method. So basically, after an 18-month study, we can now find out the difference between the testing of these three substrates. So the crucial part of this project is on the maintenance. So we make sure that every after day, every after 2 days, okay, we need to flush this transplanted coral heads using your hands. So basically, it's not your hands that's going to flush the corals, but it's the water using the pressure. So basically, it will eliminate the dust particles or the suspended solids that's settled in the pores of these coral polyps. So once your polyps have been clogged with dusts or sediments, it's considered deleterious to the health of the polyps. So basically, we projected that on a 6 months cultivating period, this substrate will go as this big for 6 months. So basically, after 6 months cultivation period, we are going to transfer this matured coral head into a degraded coral reef area that needs a rehabilitation project. So that's all for now. Thank you and good morning.